Hi, hey and hello, and today I'm going with you to Lulu, Yasemin, and show you one of the top hypermarkets here in Riyadh. So let's go in. So Lulu Yasemin is a hypermarket, and it's one of the markets you use when you bring in your CFOs and CEOs. So here, look at this. I think we can remove this next time. So similar to a Panda, and in some way to a Tamimi probably. You have all the secondary placements of products which brings you in store, which have a feature, which have a good price point. So all the promotional products are listed here. What they differentiate here is they have a lot of imported products from the whole world, and this shows you this is for premium customers, and it's definitely for expatriates who are looking for products from where they came from. So this is something definitely which in my opinion Lulu is doing superly nice. So you have here all the health and beauty stuff. They have a different aisle for pet food. They call it a pet zone, which I really like. So you see here the products from Mars, from Nestle, from all the players, which they do really nice. And again, like what you saw in all the other major retailers, LED is a big thing. What I didn't see so much in Saudi is electronic tax, which I thought is much more developed. But this is like how an entry looks like. So secondary placements, they start with health and beauty, imported products, and we will go through the markets and I will show you the different concepts, and then we are going to the non-food area, so where you get all these typical stuff for your kitchen. For example, when I came here to Saudi Arabia, I grabbed some stuff here because it's easier instead of going to dedicated markets. So here's the big fresh part in the store. I would say 40% is freshness, fresh in the middle of the center, fruit and vegetables, and then you have meat, seafood, and all this kind of stuff. And I have to say, I'm really like the concept, because this is where you have a high base of people coming in all the time, buying their stuff. You have convenience food, you have food on the go, and this is what, in my opinion, Lulu, especially the Yasemin store, is doing quite good. Look at this. This is all for lunch, all for dine in, take home, food service business. Look at this beautiful cakes, and it's very nice. And this is everywhere out of stock, so I think I will grab it. And because I see every time the advertising of Selena Gomez, but we will buy it. Let's do it. And this is super nice. I forgot my trolley, and this nice gentleman saw it, gave it to me, and made my shopping experience much easier. So that's it. And also this middle console is used for secondary placement. So Balzen is doing something new here. That seems to be new. I never saw it before. Maybe they rebranded it, which makes sense, because I think this was this horrible design Balzen made a couple of years ago. I never understood it, but I think they went into a new one. So Galaxy very much focus on kunafa, which is Dubai chocolate. Then again, here you see the chips, the savory snacks. So different players, smaller players, and now came the monster players. And who is the monster player in this market? Is PepsiCo. You already know this by far. This is also a very interesting thing. You can buy all the different nuts and everything, and the Lulu Yasemin has a high quality here. I will show you next time a dedicated store for all of these supplements. I think supplements is the wrong word, but anyhow. And again, let's see on PepsiCo. This is, I think, what their focus is right now, the hot paprika, but I don't see the mango. And mango, in my opinion, is their big thing. So a little bit, I don't know, I don't understand why they don't have it. Another interesting thing for Lulu Yasemin is they have these international imported foods from around the world. And this is where you can start from Asia. And So in this market, you're not going if you're looking for the best prices. You look for variety, you look for incredibly good quality products, you look for freshness, and this is why you go here. So I would guess their main customer profile, and I will check it later, is definitely expats and Saudis who can afford it. See this huge amount of variety. And also here, very nice Oreo with Selena Gomez. And also, they advertise the product and the product is not here. I saw it in so many stores. Okay, here you see it, it's left. Maybe it's so good that it's sold out. I had this experience also once, but it's not nice for consumers and shoppers if they want to buy a product and they don't get it. So this is Lulu Yasemin, and I hope it gave you an impression about the retail of Saudi Arabia. And now let's go to the coffee aisle. So again, category leader is Nestle with Nescafe with the Starbucks brand. You see also here Almarai products, you see here also Nestle products, but it gives you a glimpse who's leading it. So Tim Hortons is doing a good job here. By the way, Tim Hortons is also a big player from Canada, but now in Saudi, not now, I think for a couple of years. And in coffee, Nestle is definitely dominating the shelf. Hi, can I? Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. Shukran. So everything will be here scaled, and so this is what you have to remind. This is, you don't do it on your own, and this is a mechanic you have in all stores here in the kingdom. Fresh sushi, this is nothing special, but I have to say, super nice quality, and you see it. This is really handmade and fresh, super nice. Here you can get fresh seafood. Look at this. Super nice, super nice. So if you're into fish, seafood, and I think this is for what Lulu is standing. Also fresh meat and everything. So I would say Lulu is for me a freshness experience. Very nice. And I mean, here you see what import means. Walker's is a brand from PepsiCo from the US. It's technically Lay's, but it shows that this store has a lot of consumers and customers from the UK. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it, right? And let's also look into coffee. Let's look into the coffee, or what's, for example, here, what they're doing. So here again, the cereals, the protein and fitness bars. And yes, I mean, I have to say, I sent it to my friends from Nutella. Nutella made quite, and Ferrero, a huge step here in Saudi. I think it's a new design. I will take it. I grew up with Balsen, it's a German brand from Hanover. But these guys lost me totally, and I'm happy that this shitty design is away. I didn't like it at all. But I'm sure it was also a big learning for Mars on its own. And what I really like as a product, and I think it's a smart one, is the Nutella Be Ready. Here you have all the ambient drinks from Coca-Cola over to PepsiCo, Mountain Dew. You learned it already, Mirinda is by far the #1. Then you see Pepsi Zero Sugar with their new brand or new concept, the Extra Fizz. You know my opinion about it. I don't understand it yet. But anyhow, then you have the gondolas, which are mainly owned by Almarai, sometimes from other companies too. Here you come to the yogurt section. Here protein. I mean, look at this. This is a launch from Ala Foods 6 months ago, and they did a tremendous job. And for me personally, I would say protein, the emerge of light CSDs in the early 80s, and maybe plant-based are the 3 biggest innovations I saw in 40 years in retail. Juices is quite big. Here's a colleague from Ala, very nice, taking care about it. So super nice to see it. Then here you see some imported products. Here again the Galaxy, which we placed, by the way, and this was really what we said, close to the CSDs, because the carbonated soft drinks give you the frequency, while these drinks give you the value. So that was the concept, and this in a nutshell is an Lulu store. Yasemin, very clean, similar concept. And let's see what else we missed. So the only thing which I really don't understand in the checkout experience, this is always super slow in Saudi. But the good thing is you have always helpers who are packing up your stuff that you're buying. But normally when you have here, not in this time like today, but if you're here at 3, 4 in a rush hour, you easily spend 20-30 minutes in the checkout, which is really not cool. And I think this is something Saudi has not cracked yet. But again, this was the Lulu in Yasemin, and also with the checkout, by the way, they have the self-scanning, which for me is still annoying, honestly. I don't like it at all, but maybe I'm too old-fashioned. But what do you think? For me, it's a beautifully market, and I love it very, very much. Thank you, Lulu Yasemin team. You need to have all platforms because every category is speaking to different consumers.
Hi, hey, and hello to a brand new episode of Sharks in the Pool.
The meeting is over and we had a fantastic time here at Otaim, our largest customer, and I'm always energized when I have these meetings. And now it's time to go home.
King of presentations, king of presentations.
And this is one of my favorite colleagues here, Yusuf, and he's now also on TikTok. Is this okay?
Yeah, of course, man.
Perfect.